here to walk through with you my traveler's notebook from our Japan trip last year. Finally completed it. I have sewn it into the cover so you can remove the leather cover and use it for another trip. And this cover is just a piece of I think it's scrapbook paper that I folded in so that it's quite stiff, and I can even tuck some ephemera here to the front and the back, which I didn't. And you can see that my book is kind of an eclectic mix of papers. I like to mix it up. Like this craft paper is from Traveler's Company, you know, they are craft notebooks. I kind of took them apart and then mixed in other papers. Like this is probably sketch paper. I think this is their white notebook paper. They have a white and a craft version. And then I also paint some watercolor papers myself. And this is probably from a traveler's notebook that I probably got from Studio Calico. So a lot of mixture, and that's the way I like to do it. And this would be a sketch or a watercolor paper that I also got from Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company. So I like it this way so that I can incorporate different things. Like this is part of the packaging that I got in Japan. So ephemera, you know, memorabilia can go in, and it looks nice this way. And for this trip, because it was the sole purpose of this trip is for us to catch all the sakura cherry blossoms we could find, so I included all the papers that I painted were in various shades of pink in accordance with the theme. So let's take a look through here. On this cover, kind of inner cover page, I have put the dates of our trip, who were we with. This little piece is from Sahin Designs. I'm on her creative team, and I get a lot of her beautiful little things that I can print and cut out from her digital kits to add here. And some of these I just cut this from a brochure, I believe, and just added it in. This page is again using designs from Sahin, Relief Sahin Studios. I built an itinerary of the 10 days we were there, more ephemera, and about how this is a dream come true for us. So day one, as we arrive, I like to handwrite, and I write on the trip, on the road. I kind of like, when we're on the train or at the cafe or sitting down waiting for our meal, I will write. And then I'll leave these spaces for when I come home to add the pictures, and then also add ephemera or other decorative elements as we go along. Like this is a painted piece of paper that I punched out with the sakura punch to add it in. So yeah, it was lovely trip, our first chance to go in springtime, and it was just amazing and delightful for us to be able to enjoy and see all the sakuras in bloom. We were chasing sakuras because when we arrived in Tokyo, the season was kind of at its tail end and the petals were falling, but still a lot left to see. And then we moved around. We went to Kyoto on day 3 to catch more sakuras, and then we realized on this trip that actually there's so many types of cherry blossoms, so many varieties, and they're late blooming, early blooming, different colors, different patterns, and it was just wonderful. Sometimes I like to sketch what I see. We love this temple. We've been there a couple of times. It's kind of quiet and off the tourist track, and I sat there on at the corner of the garden to paint this little shrine. And yeah, not that good, but I touch up when I get back to the hotel or when I come home. But it is part of how I like to capture my holiday. And some of these are pieces from Ali's travel collection of various years, and yeah, I just like to add them as I go along. But all the additional parts are of course added when I'm home. And this is one of my very favorite piece, which is a packaging from a box of confectionery that we bought. So I folded it such that I can have tuck pockets here, and also it became a page in my book. And then I can add other stuff that we collected, tickets and so on, and even add this. This is also from another packaging, and more photos here as well. Kiyomiya temple, which is very famous. I'm sure you have seen it, and it was amazing. There was so many people there, and they were trying to close and chase us out, and all of us were still queuing up, and I got this beautiful picture, which was amazing because there were so many people around, but everybody was kindly queuing and letting everyone take their turn to have the best photo of their lives. Day 5, we went to Kobe. Kobe had these beautiful, I don't know what variety of sakura flowers. And then we went to Hikone, which was, we've never been, and it has this moat surrounding the castle, and it was just so beautiful, so wonderful there that day. And it turned to from dusk to night time, and it lit up, and just amazing. So we were based in Kyoto for these few days, and then Kyoto had another area where they said this particular bloom was full bloom that day. So we went. They kind of like grew in bunches, like little balls of flowers. And I painted these, these were supposedly green sakuras in another section of the temple. So yeah, all the wonderful things. We visited a museum, which is this Netsuke museum that had these little charms, I think you can call them, that they used to wear, like intricately carved little charms this size, but in very perfectly carved, and they use it on their, I can't remember what it's called, the thing they tie around their kimonos, or the men's kimono, something like that, as something to hang. It's a charm to hang bags or some personal belongings from. And yeah, lots and lots of brochures and stuff again on that page. And I painted the scene from Heian Temple, very beautiful. Another kind of sakura that kind of hangs down. Lovely meals. Here's the sakuras that hang down. Tissue paper like flowers. Another kind of cherry blossom. Art museum that we love. Always trying to include more photos. And this is a ticket to the museum from our hotel. Day 8. We went back to Tokyo, and I went to meet up with Pixie, whom I met on the Scrap Gals Facebook group. So we had a great time. She brought me around to buy scrapbook stuff. Very, very enjoyable time. Day 9, we went to another castle in Ueda, and then we went to Obuse. Had all these. There's never a bad meal in Japan, honestly. Everything is amazing, whether Western or local or Japanese food. And in Obuse, we wandered to other temples which we had never been before, and saw these beautiful pink and yeah, just wonderful sakura. So I always add photos by using flip ups and more, so that I can like here as well. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's like we felt like we were on honeymoon or something. Everything was just so romantic. And on the last day, day 10, we read on the news or Google that it was full bloom in Mount Fuji that day. So we were really lucky, really blessed, and we went. This is our first time we saw Mount Fuji is in all its splendor, you know, not covered in clouds, and the sakuras were in full bloom. So we were just walking around in a dream, and that was a perfect last day. All captured here, and I hope you enjoyed this through and check out other ones on my YouTube and a lot more that I posted on Insta as well. Thank you so much.